the thing that we're going to talk about a little bit later is the show where they had the Tea Party.
Let's talk about it now since we're there.
Since we're there,
I
am not a cigarette. Do not compare me to smoking.
This is cut 14. The Rick Scarborough, who is a pastor, and he had a Peter. Let's listen.
Go ahead, Rick.
Peter, the whole issue of a class action lawsuit. You and I have talked about this a little bit. I just wonder if you've explored that, talked to anyone about it. Obviously, statistically now, even the Center for Disease Control verifies that homosexuality much more likely leads to AIDS than smoking leads to cancer, and yet the entire nation has rejected smoking. Billions of dollars put in a trust fund to help cancer victims, and the tobacco industry was held accountable for that.
That's good.
Any thoughts on that?
Yeah.
First of all, it infuriates me to even hear it.
It's first of all, it's completely insane.
It's completely insane.
The facts are all wrong, and the idea that you could take a class action lawsuit against homosexuals, like an entire portion of the population. You know what? It's 1940. It's 1945. Let's sue all the black people,
right?
to stop them from being black.
And it also gives the impression of too, like, okay, you're going to come out and when you come out of the womb, you're going to start smoking, and like. That's what it's compared to. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's based on the premise. I mean, this guy calls himself. First of all, the guy hosting the show's name is Rick Scarborough, and he's a pastor, and he doesn't call himself either Democrat or Republican. He says he's a Christocrat, and he believes in legislating morality. Basically, his form of morality, his fundamentalism, and turning it into law. And obviously, as you can see by the guests he had on, believing in therapy, reverse engineering homosexuality, and did you hear that comment?
My mother sent me that actually when I very, very first came out. She sent me a whole list or a whole box of
places you could go.
No, there was a whole box of videos, and I popped it in, and I didn't know what it was, and I popped it in, and I thought, why is she sending me skits of Saturday Night Live? That's what I thought. And then I was like, oh, hell no, these people are serious. And it's about like how you can pray the gay away kind of thing. And it was hilarious because, no offense, but it's someone sitting like this, like going, I just love my wife.
Yes,
she's
absolutely.
unbelievable. And then, there's a farm-clad, flannel-dressed, overall wearing lesbian saying, I love my man. And I'm just like,
oh my goodness.
Wow, this is like, it was literally like a Saturday Night Live skit.
I
love your bow tie, though.
Thank you. This is for an audition, everybody.
What did you audition for?
It was for a commercial, and they asked me to show up looking like Danny Glover in the Royal Tenenbaums. I had to look it up. And what's both wonderful and sad is that I actually had all the clothes.
Okay.
There's just it's just crazy. But the fact that we have pockets of people, and this will segue into what we're going to talk about when we come back to the break. But this guy's invited. The guy he was talking to was a Tea Party Unity person. And they are out to change the country and fashion it into their idea of what morality is.
A fundamental morality.
And as we can tell from the government shutdown, they took over the country for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Shut us down, spent $24 billion of our dollars. And it's
cut
there's
off
no
the
end
panda.
to it. Yeah, cut off the panda. And but this is the thing, we do have to be vigilant. This, by the way, I saw this today. My friend Brent Miller posted this on his Facebook page, and it's from Right Wing Watch, which is a great organization to follow. They're an organization related to People for the American Way, and you can follow them on Twitter and on Facebook. And they, you see this stuff, so you can see what's going on and what people are saying, because we have to respond. We have to say something back to it. We can't just let it go by.
Absolutely, because if you don't say anything, then people think, oh, must be okay. No one's saying anything. No one's retaliating, you know.
Yeah.
If black people just sat around and let people beat you to death forever and ever and ever and didn't stand up for something, you'd still be getting beat to death.
Exactly.
It's true of any organization,
Correct.
any minority, and that's
Any
the thing.
minority, yeah.
And that's the thing. It's the you know, this is, for me, I call this the tyranny of the majority. Just because the majority of people in the country are straight doesn't mean they get to decide what happens to gay people in this country.
No.
You know.
Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in